Pleasant day.
A pleasant day.
A pleasant day. A pleasant day.
A pleasant day to all of you. Hi, I am Alianami Pantay from 11 STEM Quintanar Online Modality.
Hi, I'm Christian Leon Garcia from grade 11 STEM Quintanar, and I'm from Digitized Learning Modality.
Hi, I am Nessa Mercado from grade 11 STEM Quintanar under Digitized Modular Modality.
Hi, I am Gracie Labrador from grade 11 Quintanar under the Digitized Modality.
Hi, I am Eliza Castilla from grade 11 STEM Quintanar under Digitized Modular Modality.
We are the Group 3 and our research study is entitled Level of Adversities, Coping Mechanisms, and Academic Performance of High School Students in the Distance Learning Modality. As COVID-19 has affected the masses and forced countries to adjust to what people experience now, new challenges arise from the adjustment since people are not accustomed to the new and different way of living. One of the objectives of this study is to determine the changes that the high school students are facing under the distance learning modality and if it has impact on their lives, especially on their academic performance. Also, this study aimed to determine the students' coping mechanisms and strategies to handle the challenges and difficulties they experience as they seek support because of the situation brought by this pandemic.
So this study aimed to know the level of adversities experienced by the grade 10 students, specifically in the junior high school. So there are questions that must be answered to complete the study. These questions must be reliable to find out the result of the research. In the study, the researchers aim to answer the following questions. First, what is the profile of the respondents in terms of age, sex, learning modality, monthly income, and parents' educational attainment? Second, what is the level of adversity experienced by the respondents in terms of first, physical adversity, second, mental adversity, third, emotional adversity, fourth, social adversity, fifth, spiritual adversity, and sixth, financial adversity. And the third one, what are the mechanisms or strategies done by the respondents to cope up with the different adversities that they experience?
Fourth, what is the academic performance of the respondents in terms of their general average in the first quarter?
Fifth, is there a significant relationship between the level of adversities experienced by the students or the respondents and their academic performance? And last but definitely not the least, is there a significant relationship between the coping mechanisms and strategies of the respondents and their academic performance? And that is all for the objectives of the study.
Hypothesis. First, there is no significant relationship between the level of adversities experienced by the respondents and their academic performance. Second, there is no significant relationship between the coping mechanisms and strategies of the respondents and their academic performance.
Next is the methodology. The chosen respondents for this study are grade 10 STEM students from Tanawan City Integrated High School. Purposive sampling was used for the researchers to randomly select 30 students for the survey that will provide necessary response to the research. The researchers also decided to form a self-constructed questionnaire for gathering the necessary information needed for the study that can be modified further to make it more valid and accurate. Also, this study used correlational design of quantitative research that enables researchers to measure the patterns between two variables. And the following statistical measures such as the weighted mean and composite mean and test, which is the Pearson correlation, will be used to analyze the gathered data and to answer the specified problems of the study.
Now let's proceed to the resultant discussion. The table 2.1 displays the respondents' level of physical adversity. The highest weighted mean of 3.33 indicates that the respondents are always having less hours of sleep than they used to have before. The lowest weighted mean of 1.23 implies the respondents never experience confusion that affects their ability to concentrate. The composite mean of 2.21 suggests that the respondents are sometimes experiencing physical adversities. So next, going down to the table 2.2, it presents the respondents' level of mental adversity. The highest weighted mean of 3.33 indicates that the respondents are always experiencing confusion that affects their ability to concentrate. The lowest weighted mean of 3.7 implies that the respondents are sometimes afraid to pass activities, so they cram or worry instead. Also, they experience anxiety or panic attacks when they have a problem. The composite mean of 3.17 suggests that the respondents are sometimes experiencing mental adversities. These findings are similar to the results from the study of Chavorty 2018, which stated that the outbreak has made a significant impact to the mental health of the students.
Next is the table 2.3 that displays the respondents' level of emotional adversity. The highest weighted mean of 3.03 indicates that the respondents are sometimes experiencing mood swings or sudden changes in their behavior. The lowest weighted mean of 2.93 implies that the respondents sometimes become easily angry or irritable. With that, the composite mean of 2.98 suggests that the respondents are sometimes experiencing the emotional adversities. Next is the table 2.4 that present the respondents' level of social adversities. The highest weighted mean of 3.13 indicates that the respondents are sometimes experiencing a hard time to tell their teacher or parents about their struggles, while the lowest weighted mean of 1.80 implies that the respondents really experience unequal treatment from their family. With that, the composite mean of 2.54 suggests that the respondents are sometimes experiencing social adversities.
Table 2.5 displays the respondents' level of spiritual adversity. The highest weighted mean of 2.47 indicates that the respondents are rarely experiencing doubts and hesitations, while the lowest weighted mean of 1.93 implies that the respondents rarely experience losing their interest to participate in religious activities in their community. The composite mean of 2.15 suggests that the respondents are rarely experiencing spiritual adversities. Moving on to the table 2.6 that presents the respondents' level of financial adversity. The highest weighted mean of 1.95 indicates that the respondents' parents or guardians are rarely having a hard time to budget their family income, while the lowest weighted mean of 1.77 implies that the respondents' parents or guardian rarely experience not having a stable job. The composite mean of 1.95 suggests that the respondents are rarely experiencing financial adversities.
Next is the table 3 that shows the respondents' coping mechanisms and strategies. The highest weighted mean of 3.53 indicates that the respondents are always thinking about what they can do to obtain a better control over a specific situation, while the lowest weighted mean of 2.27 implies that the respondents rarely shout and cry to relieve the stress and tension that they experienced. With that, the composite mean of 3.09 suggests that sometimes the respondents are using coping mechanisms and strategies to adapt to a situation. Table 4. This shows the respondents' performance of their academic activities and learning strategies. The highest weighted mean of 3.40 implies that the respondents are always exerting more effort in doing difficult assignments and they are studying and preparing for their quizzes and tests, while the lowest weighted mean of 2.67 indicates that sometimes the respondents or the students are spending their vacant time in doing assignments and they are starting to study in advance. Overall, the composite mean of 3.03 suggests that sometimes the respondents are using learning strategies to boost their academic performance or improve their academic activities.
So the Table 5 presents the correlation between the adversities experienced by the respondents and their performance in academic activities and learning strategies. So the respondents' performance on academic activities and learning strategies is not significantly related to the physical, which is R is equals to negative 0.003, mental R is equals to negative 0.005, emotional R is equals to 0.23, social, which is R is equals to negative 0.006, spiritual, which is R is equals to negative 0.237, and financial, which is R is equals to negative 0.006. And the adversities that they experience. So these results implies that the respondents were able to manage their academic responsibilities despite of the different challenges and difficulties that they experience. So table 6 displays the correlation between the respondents' coping mechanisms and their performance on academic activities and learning strategies. So at 0.01 level of significance, the respondents' coping mechanisms and strategies to deal with the different adversities that they experience is significantly related to their performance on academic activities and learning strategies, which is R is equals to 0.561. So this results indicates that the way the students cope with the challenges and difficulties that they experience affect their academic performance and management of their learning activities. So, for you to know, the results for the coping strategies and mechanisms of the respondents shows that controlling the situation, relaxing, unwinding, thinking of the positive things in life, being involved in hobbies to unwind are what most of the respondents did. So yeah, that is the results. And the results shown on the respondents' performance academically states that exerting more effort in doing difficult assignments and studying for quizzes and tests and also for projects but in virtual are always observed by the respondents, and that what the results are. For those who don't know, the correlation between the adversities experienced by the respondents and their performance on academic activities shows that the respondents were able to manage their academic responsibilities despite of the different challenges and struggles that they face. And another, on the correlation between the respondents' coping mechanisms or strategies and their performance on academic activities shows that the way the students cope with the challenges and difficulties that they experience affect their academic performance and the management of their learning activities.
Relying on coping strategies can help students reduce stress and improve their health and coping mechanism, especially during this time of crisis.
Taking control of the situation and conversation is also beneficial. Being in charge of your own action and not being dragged by others can be better rather than passively dealing with the situation.
Number 3, establishing a to-do list and managing time wisely can be advantageous to be more efficient by controlling what they do all the times.
And lastly is that the future researchers may conduct a similar study regarding the level of adversities, coping mechanisms, and academic performance of high school students on their distance learning modality. In that case, they may use this study as a reference or guide to their research.
And before our presentation ends, our group is leaving a quote by Albert Einstein saying, "Anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new." That's all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So before this presentation ends, we would like to take this opportunity to thank all the persons behind this research. Of course, without them, this research will not be successfully executed. So before all else, So I'm speaking for all of my group mates as a leader. So we would like to express our deepest gratitude to the God Almighty. God supplies all our needs according to His riches in Christ Jesus in doing this research. So yeah, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And furthermore, we, the researchers of this study, wishes to thank Mr. Jodimar Obliger, whose assistance was a milestone in the completion of this project. So we wholeheartedly appreciated that your great advice for a study proved monumental towards the success of this study. And we would like to recognize the invaluable assistance that you all provided in doing this research. Without his persistent help, so the goal of this project would not have been realized. And the researchers are also indebted to our family, of course, who's there at our side. Friends, teachers, who became the part in the making of this research. So, hindi ko na po kayo may isa-isa, hindi na po namin kayo may isa-isa. So, there are ending support and untiring efforts are deeply appreciated and recognized. And to the principal of Tanawan City Integrated High School, Mrs. Lilibet Cabrera, for approving and allowing our group to distribute questionnaires to the selected junior high school students, and also to the senior high school teachers inside the school through Google Forms and Facebook or Messenger. And last but not the least, to the respondents who participate and give their full cooperation and trust through answering the questionnaires that we gathered with utmost confidentiality. We thank you all from Group 3. So yeah, once again, these are group mates, Aaron Cedric Araala, Christian Lay N. Garcia, Eloisa R. Castillo, Grace Liti Labrador, Nessa M. Mercado, and once again, I am Aliana May Alpantay, the leader of this group. And once again, this is our research entitled Level of Adversities, Coping Mechanisms, and Academic Performance of High School Students in the Distance Learning Modality.